Hey guys, we are going to continue where we left off at. This is a time for us to reflect a little bit deeper, okay? So here it's asking us how are the numbers 52 and 25 the same and how are they different? Okay, well, I know you're probably already saying, Miss Gilchrist, I know. 52 and 25, they're made of the same number. And I'm thinking, yes, you are so right. The 5 is here in 25, and the 2 is here in 25. Okay, so they just kind of moved them in different spots. So yeah, they're made of the same numbers. They didn't think of any new numbers when they made these two numbers up here. Well, how are they different? And that's kind of what we've been exploring more. We've really been looking at the tens place, okay? So what makes these numbers different is these numbers are in different place values. So in 52, my 5 is in the tens place. You see there's 5 tens. And then my 5 and 25 is in the ones place. See the 5 ones. And then we look at the ones in 52, there's 2 ones. And you look at the ones in 25, there's 2 tens. Now when you think about this, think about Skittles, because I love some Skittles. 52 and 25. Would you want 52 Skittles or would you want 25 Skittles? Well, if you like Skittles like me, you would definitely want the 52 Skittles because that is a greater number. It is bigger, okay? So these numbers are the same. They're just in different places, which makes that number a totally different number. It makes the value different. So 52 is greater than our 25. And we can look at the place value to double check our answers, okay? Now this next one is not an answer in your book. It is something, or excuse me, a problem in your book. It's something that we're gonna work together through. This is some extra practice for you. All right, so here it is. We're gonna do some thinking. We're gonna apply our strategies that we've been talking about, and we're gonna find out this answer. Fran finds 14 shells. Pete finds 31 shells. Who finds more shells? So let's do our work. We know Pete has 31. We're gonna do, how many tens you think for 31? You said 3 tens, you are correct. And then there's 1 for that. And then Fran found 14. Think about how many tens are in 14. If you said 1, you are correct. And then there's 4 ones. All right, so we can already look at this and say, you know what, this already looks different. We know they're not the same. And remember how we talked about the tens? We're gonna focus on the tens. Okay, so I'm just gonna circle the numbers so you can see the tens. Well, in 31, there's 3 tens. The number 3, there's the 3 tens. And 14, there's 1 10. There's 1 here and 1 right there. So what they want us to do is compare. Now we have to use a symbol. So I'm gonna rewrite it down here. And I need some help with figuring out my symbol. Remember, my alligator wants to eat the biggest number. So whatever the way that biggest number, whatever direction that number is the way we want to have our alligator mouth pointing to. Well, if we're Mr. Alligator, we want the one that's the biggest amount, the one that's the greatest. We want to munch at the number 31. So remember, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to make that alligator mouth open. Kind of looks like a sideways V. And if you want to give it some teeth, give it some teeth. But that shows 31 is greater than 14. I can't say less than. It's greater than, okay? 31 is greater than 14. Anytime that sign is facing that way, it's called greater than. Now, I would like for you to help me figure out how would I write it? How would I write that? Remember, I read it from left to right. So if you said I would start with 31, you are right. 31, I'll write the word is greater. And I'll write the word than 14. So 31 is greater than 14. Okay, so the steps for this problem is we looked at the problem, we kind of broke it down and drew, looked at the tens, that's what we were focused on, just the tens place value. And then we drew our symbol, which is the greater than symbol. And we even took it a step further. We wrote 31 is greater than 14. Well, thank you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow will be Wednesday and we got some other things to work on. We will have another problem in the book and we will do a apply problem together that will not be in your book. See you tomorrow.